Hi, everybody. It's Craig from Doc Sports. We're back with Doc's Daily. How about Wednesday edition, May 7th, 2025. So, good day yesterday for most of us, I think. I know the one thing, we had a 2-for-2 game. It was the Yankees and the Padres. Me and Tony George were on the Padres, and the two young Bucks were whooping our butts last night with the Yankees. So nice win last night, boys. Let's give out some winners today. We're going to have MLB, NBA, NHL playoffs. Exciting NBA playoffs. How about this? Not one favorite has won yet. Not only getting double digits basically in every game, they haven't won outright even. So we'll talk about that, see if that trend continues tonight. And then the NHL, been another exciting night of NHL play, so we'll talk about that. Don't forget, like and subscribe. And if you want to get on our best bets, go to docsports.com/free60. That's where your new customers get in a free $60, and you can get in $30 for individual capper for a day for sport. Or, of course, if you want the daily props, they're just $25. So make sure you get on it. Also, of course, you can use that towards a long-term pass if you want, which is $99 per sport per week. All right, let's run down. I did hit my unit game of the year, so we got a pat on the back. 17 and 5 run the last 19 days now. So let's keep it going tonight with 7 unit tonight in the NBA. Raphael, I didn't see you on the big play alert. Do we have anything? What do you have tonight, and how'd you do last night?
I do have a soccer one tonight. I got a 7-unit
there
Mexican soccer, 11 o'clock. Stay taking that, boys, because the game starts at 11 o'clock tonight. But that's pretty much. Yes, I had a wash. I had a 6-unit winner in props, which I'm still crushing it. I think over 5K this year in props, but lose. Another 6-unit play, I think it was in baseball, because I had a horrible baseball play. So pushed. I think I lost $30 yesterday out of the whole day. But I'll take a loss of $30 and a loss of $800 or more. So I'll take the $30 loss.
What is Liga MX? This tells you how much I know about soccer.
I'm never going to answer that question. People call it the league that has kind of someone else's influences in Mexico, cartel influences in Mexico soccer. So, but you can always get some good prices.
There you go. So that's he has 7-unit today. Get in on go over there. Just $30. Get in today's play. Nick, how did you do last night? What do you got for tonight?
Yeah, definitely took a step back last night. We had a 7-unit on the ice. I had the Capitals, and the Capitals played great through 3 periods and until the final 5 minutes of that game. I mean, Logan Thompson was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, they had 32 shots on net before going into that overtime. They had a couple breakaways, and we just couldn't capitalize on those opportunities. We are back on the ice, though, tonight. I have 3 plays. We only got 2 games on the ice. I have an over and a side in one of the earlier games, actually. And that is 10 units there on that card. So we're looking to get those units back here tonight. I'm feeling really confident on the ice, and I have a 2-pack on the MLB side of things tonight, Craig.
So side total 1 game, and then a sider total, just a single play on the other. Is that what you have?
Correct.
In NHL tonight. So if you get that $30, you get all 3 plays. So if you buy a 1-day pass, you get all the plays for that capper for that sport. Some days it might be 1 play. Some days it might be 2, 3. We have cappers that do 5 in Major League Baseball. So make sure you get out. Griffin, how did the 7-unit play end up last night? And what do we got for tonight?
I had 2 7s last night, Craig. I had a 7-unit on the Pacers, and I cashed that one outright winner. Nice. Hale did it again. Absolutely sensational. I'm pissed off, though, about MLB. I had the Mets first 5 innings plus half a run. And in the 4th inning, Peterson got himself into a jam, and that was all she wrote. He was terrible. I turned the game off after the 5th inning. That I was down 2-1. I saw they ended up losing that game 5-1 outright. So either way, it would have been a losing play. Bad selection across all cylinders. I loved the edge. It just didn't hit. Peterson looked like crap. So today, back in action. Yesterday, I hit the Oilers as well as a 4-unit best bet. NBA had the Pacers. Then I went 1 and 2 on my MLB card. Today, I have just 1 selection on the MLB Diamond. That's a 4-unit best bet. I have a 4-unit NBA play, 4-unit prop card, and a 4-unit NHL selection tonight, Craig. So we're 4 units across all cylinders tonight.
Special 4s.
Always. There you go. Like and subscribe. Don't forget it. You don't miss out on all the stuff. Ralph, we got somebody asking about the Pope odds here. Can you give us the rundown on the Pope odds real quick?
Well, they're at Mass right now. It's funny because someone told me that when Mass is over, they're going to want to figure if I'm going to readjust the odds. I'm hearing still the guy from the Philippines, Luis Antonio Tago, who's minus plus 150, and the guy from Italy, Petro. I'm not even going to pronounce his last name. They're both plus 150. It's just a 2-team race for the Pope odds. I can't believe I just said that out of my mouth, but I think it's just going to be one of those two. The Philippine guys said he didn't want the job because he's got some health issues, but I guess maybe a miracle happened in there, so I think he wants the job again. So it's going to be a two Pope race. I can say that, 2 Pope race.
Yeah, there you go. Don't forget about our Premium Plus as well, and then we'll get to NHL. We'll start with NHL. Go to the Premium Plus. It's $49.99 for a month. That's $2,700 worth of picks. 3 Premium Plus plays every day. I do the video. I got a helper coming next Monday. By the way, we've got a little announcement. We'll talk about that here as well. But he's going to help me as hosting that video every day. But 3 Premium Plus plays every day. That's a $90 value, so that's $2,700. And it comes with Indian Cowboys level 1, so you can't beat that. Click the link in the description to get in. All right, Nick, let's talk NHL. Let's kick it off with you. What do you like here as a free play? I think these games are really close tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, let's look at that Dallas Stars and the Winnipeg Jets game. The Dallas Stars here, they're favored on the road, minus 115 here on the money line, but that total is sitting at 5.5 here. And both teams coming off unbelievable game 7s here to get into the second round of the playoffs. The Stars on the road, though, are favorite. While the public knows that Connor Hellebuyck is having problems here in net, I think Connor Hellebuyck steps up. He's done it all year, and I think he's still one of the best, if not the best, goaltenders in the National Hockey League here. I think he makes that statement in this series. And the defense on the Dallas Stars is, I believe, 6th right now. In the Winnipeg Jets, they're 1st in the NHL. I like this total to go under tonight here in 5.5 goals. I know both teams have explosive offenses here, but I think the goaltending and the defensive side here in game 1 steps up in a big way. So take the under 5.5 in that Dallas Stars and Winnipeg Jets, Craig.
Yeah, they faced off 4 times this year. None of them went over 5 goals. 4-0, 4-1, 3-1, 4-1. So I like that under as well. That's what I was looking at. Raphael, anything in the NHL here is free play?
I'll jump on a piggyback on this. I don't understand why the Jets are plus money. Earlier, you could get plus 105. They're 14-3 when they're playing a team with a winning record on the road. I don't understand it. A plus 105. I don't know if I could take an under in hockey. That's like taking an under in Champions League soccer. All 6 Champions League soccer games have all gone over the total. We've been seeing some touchdown scores in the NHL right now. This game should be a dead under, but right now it's May 7th, and the NHL playoffs is blowing me away because we've seen no defense so far in the NHL playoffs.
Griffin, how about you? What do you like as free play here? Anything on that other game?
Yeah, I'm on the other game, Craig. I'm looking at the Panthers minus 140 rolling into Toronto to play the Leafs. Total sitting at 5.5. We have a low total here and a juiced line with Florida at minus 40. Toronto took game 1 of this potential 7-game series in a 5-4 final. Toronto dominated in face-off percentage. They got killed on hits, but they did, in fact, lead when it came to shots on net. Toronto went 0-5 on the power play. Florida went 1-3 on the power play. Toronto still managed to cap off 5 goals offensively and win that game after going 0-5 on the power play. This line once again seems trappish. I'm not buying it. I like the Leafs again to take this game at home. Give me the Leafs plus 120 on the money line in this one, Craig.
I think this is the if Toronto wants to be for real, they got to win this game. This is like balls out. I kind of thought Toronto first period in this one. I just think they're going to be I think the crowd's going to be amazing, and I think that'll carry them. I'm going to take Toronto first period. You're basically getting them at even money. I do see some minus 105s out there, but either way, I think that's a good price on Toronto in the first period. And just so you know, it's money line play. So if it's 0-0, 1-1, you get your money back. So the difference is you go the full game, there's no money back if they go to overtime unless you're betting it. Well, unless you bet the tie. So there you go. Let's take the first period. Toronto Maple Leafs. All right, let's move to the NBA. Raphael, I mean, this is a historic second round. We've never seen 5 straight upsets. I remember once in my lifetime where they went 5-0 against the spread. But these aren't just against the spread. These are guys are winning as 8, 7, 9, 10, 11-point underdogs. Can they keep it going tonight here? What do you think?
Why not? It's been a crazy couple of days. I talked about BetMGM, my buddy, this morning. He said since Saturday until yesterday, the books have just been crushing it because of parlays. We saw Bo Nickel get crushed in UFC. Probably one of the biggest parlay tickets. They said it would look like a football Saturday when he lost. We saw all these underdogs losing. Celtics, OKC, Cleveland's down 2-0. So how could you bet a home favorite laying 10, 11 right now in the NBA? I'm going to give you not one. That's right, people. But 2 free plays in the same game. I'm going to take the Celtics first quarter -4. I think they have to come out. I don't see Tatum and Brown playing iso ball. I think they were yelled at the whole time at halftime. Everyone told me that people were saying they were screaming them at halftime. Why are you playing iso ball past the ball when you're being double teamed? I think they start off hot. Now they're going to end hot. That's a different story. I'll take the Celtics -4 because I think they want to hit the 3-ball early and play better defense than they did in last game. And I'll take Peyton Pritchard. Yeah, it's the white guy in the Boston Celtics. I'm going to take him over 12.5 points and rebounds. I can't believe some books have 11.5, and ESPN Bet, who won't let me bet over there, has 10.5 on this prop bet. I don't understand this one. He's hit this number 9 of his last 11 games. Last 10 games, he's averaging 15 points a game. This year at home, he's averaging almost 15 points a game. So why is this number so low? Give me Peyton Pritchard.
I like a player prop in this one as well. On the Knicks, though, OG Anunoby. I like
he's
him
balling.
over 16.5 points. He has to be on the court because he has to be able to guard Brown and Tatum. So his usage is going to be way up this series, and I think it's going to be open for 3-pointers. Like that's just the case. And when he's hitting his 3-pointers, boy, he's very tough because he can get you some to the basket easy ones. I like OG going over again tonight. What do you have? 25, I think, last game. He had 29. This is what he's had his last 3 games, 29, 22, 19. I think he gets into the 20s tonight, over 16.5 points, no problem. Nick, what do you like as a free play here in the NBA?
Yeah, let's piggyback off what Ralph said in the Boston Celtics and this Knicks game. The Boston Celtics here, obviously, they blew that. Game 1, they were up 20 points there. The Knicks won that game outright here. The Boston Celtics coming for blood in this game. They will start out very, very hot, and when they do get that lead, I believe they will sustain it here. I know they will score points. In order for these Knicks to have a chance in this game, they're going to have to score at a very high pace. I like the Boston Celtics team total over 110.5 points, and I also like the over in the full game here at 211.5 total points in this one. I think the Knicks just have to score to keep up with the Boston Celtics here tonight. So I would take over on both Boston team total and the overall over here tonight, Craig.
Griff, any opinion here for a free play tonight in the NBA?
Yeah, Craig, I'm looking at this other game. We've got the Denver Nuggets against OKC Thunder. Thunder laying 10.5, total sitting at a high 230.5. In the first game, Denver took that game 121-119. Joker had 42 points in that game, 22 boards and 6 assists. This team absolutely dominated this Denver team, 63-43 on rebounds. Offensive rebounds, they won 21-13. Rebounds were just absolutely sensational for this team. And looking at this game, I don't think that this OKC Thunder team is going to come out flat in this matchup. I think this is going to be a one-sided game. Total sitting way too high at 230.5. We're not going to see the same dominance out of Joker. This game plan is going to be stop him. That's all this is. The momentum, everything going into this game is going to be how do we stop Joker? How do we stop Joker? Because if you stop Joker, you win this game and you blow him out. I like the under. I think this game is going to be one-sided. I think OKC's too strong offensively. I think pace of play is going to be a dominant factor in tonight's matchup. I think game 1 was just kind of a shockwave for OKC, kind of shaking some rust off. Now they're in game 2 at home. I think they tear it apart tonight. Give me the under in a one-sided game in this one, Craig.
Yeah, this game, I think, comes down to, does Denver have a letdown? Because, right, they had that long series, 7-game series. They came in, they caught Oklahoma City kind of rusty. If you'd have said Denver won, I would have thought Denver had to shoot a ridiculous 3-point percentage. They didn't. They did not. It was really just Oklahoma City didn't really play that great in the second half. And it was like every time they get close, they get it back to 10. They just never could put them away like they did everybody else all year long. So that's going to be tonight. But does Denver let up? They take that breath and go, you know what? Okay, we got the home court now. Now all we got to do is our winner home games. If so, this one could get out of hand. If it gets out of hand, that usually tends to the unders, Griffin, as you said, because you rest your guys late. You're like, all right, we saw what happened. Steph Curry got injured last night. That series is going to be completely changed. So if your guys if you think you're out of it, halfway through the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, you're going to pull the Nuggets. I like the under with you there. I think Denver under as well as the team total. I think that's a little strong play too. So,
and that will
Ralph,
probably climb. There's a couple of 230s that popped up maybe like 10, 15 minutes ago. So it went shy. And it's the late game because the public's going to be chasing because they've been chasing for the past 5 days.
Yeah, like you got don't forget the books also win on all the teasers because a lot of people tease down these big favorites that are 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. They take the 5-point teaser like, oh, these guys can't lose. They take both the favorites. Guess what? They both lose outright. Not that it mattered. Only one would have beat them.
Yeah, ask the Cavaliers about their teasers yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, you were up 7 with what? 40-some seconds if you had a teaser. Oh, you had to bet this
seconds, dude.
Dying. But hey, that's what happens in the NBA playoffs. Weird things happen. It's kind of like with the end of March Madness games where, you don't give up. You play to the last buzzer. It paid off. Now, tonight, we'll see if that continues. MLB, some free picks. But before we get to it, don't forget, we've got some exciting news coming on Monday. Monday, we've got a new host for Doc Sports.
I thought Griffin was leaving.
No one's leaving. We're just adding to it, Ralph. We're just adding to it.
I'm not leaving.
Not only is he going to be on Doc's Daily, Ralph and him are going to be doing a show later this summer, starting a show later this summer. He's going to be involved in a lot of our video content. I'm excited to have him. So we'll do a fun reveal come Monday. So make sure if you miss a day, just don't miss Monday. Or if you do, make sure you tune in later to the show so you don't miss out on.
Please be another Mexican. Please be another Mexican. Please.
I won't even give a hint. I was going to give a hint, but I don't know if I can give a hint without giving it away. So let's talk Major League Baseball. I am still chasing my tail a little. I've been killing NHL, killing the NBA playoffs, but man, I'm chasing my tail in Major League Baseball. I win 3 days in a row, and then yesterday I had those Padres that we talked about. They got absolutely freaking drilled. It was turn the game off a couple minutes in. There will be a luchador match to that count. So it's his Mexican what do you call it? Counter is second what's that called?
Come on, spit it out.
You got it.
It's
Come on, boy.
It's his alter ego. There we go. Alter ego. All right, let's kick it off. Major League Baseball, Ralph. I'm hoping you've been doing better than me. What do you like here today?
Was doing really good until yesterday's game but I'm doing much better than the Chicago Cubs bullpen that gave up 9 runs in extra innings yesterday. How can a 5-5 game end 14-5? It's unbelievable. I've never seen that before, but it is what it is. I am going back to I've been playing the Seattle Mariners team total over for the past 5 days. I had them both because they're playing in a little league park in Sacramento. They scored 11 runs in 2 games. I'll take the Mariners team total over 4.5. I don't care that the juice is -130. I would have laid -140, -150 because the juice sometimes is always worth a squeeze. They're just going to dominate against A's pitching again. I just think this number has hit 9 out of their last 11 games. Like I said, 11 runs in their last 2 games. Who would have thought Seattle would be an over team? Their last 5 years, they were like dead unders when King Felix would be on the mind. Their totals would be like 6.5 and 6. Now they're scoring 7, 8, 9 runs. There's something weird must be going on in Seattle.
Especially lately, 8-2 run to the overs their last 10 games. And if you just said, Ralph, if the over under is 4.5 on their runs, their runs scored per game for themselves, it's 5.11 now. There's no way anybody out there was predicting them over 5. Maybe for 4 or 5 game period, not over a 35 game span so far. But the A's are also been good, 20-17. I didn't think that would happen either. I thought the A's would be maybe a game or 2 under 500. That's what I kind of figured. I thought that was a winning season for and I keep wanting to say Oakland A's, the Sacramento A's. I know they don't like to be called Sacramento A's. They want to be called the Athletic Athletics, which is crazy to me, but that's the case. Griffin, what do you like as a free play here today?
Yeah, Craig, I screwed up, man. This should have been totally a premium selection. This should have been honestly – I already punched a dime on this ticket after I broke the game down, and I'm going to go into it right now, give you guys this plus value play. We got the Toronto Blue Jays -125 on the money line, rolling into LA to play the Angels, total sitting at 8.5. I typed this game up, and I'm going to read you guys the breakdown flat out. Jose Barros gets the start for Toronto. Barros is 1-1 on the year. He's got 40.2 innings of work, 36 strikeouts, 16 walks, and a decent 3.98 ERA. Kikuchi gets the start for LA tonight. Kikuchi, he's 0-4 on the year. He's got 36.1 innings of work, 33 strikeouts, and 19 walks, and a high 4.21 ERA. Kikuchi, though, he's a former Blue Jay, and he's had outings against them defensively. Kikuchi's got a lifetime 2-0 record against Toronto, 20.1 innings of work, 19 strikeouts, 6 walks, and a stellar 1.77 ERA. Los Angeles last season, they had 66 wins during the entire season. 44 of those wins came during night games. 32 of those wins came at home. Safe to say Los Angeles is a nighttime team, and they have a clear edge here with the pitching matchup with Kikuchi on the rubber. Give me the Angels here plus 105 over the Blue Jays in this one, Craig. I should have pounded this thing as a 7-unit best bet. I've already got a dime on it. I'm absolutely livid over here.
I think maybe we just name him. The Angels pitcher should just be named Coochie. Just name him Coochie. That should be his nickname. Coochie sounds like that's too much. Coochie.
He's going to come out shoving tonight. I'm telling you. Unbelievable.
There we go. Nick, what do you like as a free play here?
Yeah, let's talk about our Cubbies here, Ralph. We got San Francisco and the Cubs. Yes, yesterday was brutal in that bullpen, but that offense, they continue to chip away here when they are down. The total's sitting at 7.5 here. This will be the final game of the series. The series is split between the Giants here 1-1. So this is a rubber match here. Robbie Ray will be on the mound for the Giants. He's 4-0. To start. His last outing was against the Colorado Rockies, 7 innings, no runs. Not saying too much against that Colorado Rockies team, but Ben Brown will be back on the mound here. He's 3-2 on the season, but this is a day game in Wrigley. And if you know anything about day games, the Cubs tend to score a lot of runs here. I like the Cubs. I like them on the money line. I would sprinkle some on the plus money if you want them on that run line, and I would even take the over. I understand that Robbie Ray and Ben Brown are on the mound, but I like this Cubs offense, the way they've been producing runs here in the Giants, especially yesterday after the extra innings. They're producing runs here as well. So I like the over as well as the Cubs here tonight in the Giants-Cubs game, Craig.
What's the Cubs team?
Homer.
No, he's not. Take that back.
Hey, they're due after yesterday. That was one of the more like scratch your head losses.
That can't be right.
Robbie Ray's been great though. That's the worry I have in this game. I like the Cubs, and then listen, but Robbie Ray for me is like if I play him, he beats like the other. He gets killed. When I go against him, like I can never get Robbie Ray right for the last like decade. It feels like however long he's been in the league. This guy, I have to stay far away. So for your sake, I'll say Robbie Ray's going to have a good game, and you'll get your Cubs home tonight.
There we go.
But
I like it.
Like this is an early game, by the way. It's 2:20 Eastern Standard Time, so you got about an hour from now to get in on it. A little game I liked here. This Phillies-Rays game, I think this is a coin flip type game. I mean, you look at Sanchez, 3.48 ERA, Baz, 3.86 ERA. These teams are 16 and 19 to 2015. They're really not that far apart. You're getting plus 115 on the Rays, or plus 120 on the Rays. I'm taking the Rays here. Plus 120. I did think the Rays would be a little better. I'm going to be honest. I thought they would be a little better this year, but it's been because they can't score runs. They're only scoring 3.86 runs per game, but the good news is they're only giving up 3.89 runs per game. I think that the pitching staff and the bullpen comes through today. I like the Rays plus the little juice, plus 120, plus 125 out there. I think if you probably wait a little longer to game time, you might get a little extra juice on this one. Ralph, before we get away, I know we already talked Pope. I mean, who would have thought? I mean, what in the world are we doing in betting that we're betting on the
I just got done doing Grand Theft Auto 6 odds when it's going to come out. They delayed GTA 6 4 times. Release the game. It's already done. I'm tired of people asking me to do odds for that kind of stuff.
Ralph, like this has got to be, the Pope has to be up there with some of the weirdest things you've put odds on, right?
No, you don't even know what I'm researching right now because a company asked me to do some stuff. So no, I've done AVN Porn Awards. I've done Pornhub. I've done everything. Hope odds is not even in the top 10 of the weirdest stuff I've done.
Is it like how many? Does Griffin's name ever come up? Like when is Griffin going to settle down with the girl? It's like like
you can do stuff like that. I can say who's going to get married next. Man. Griffin and. Yeah, I can. I mean, if it was Griffin versus Nick would be a heavy favorite.
Yeah, but minus 950.
I would take that.
What, to get married first?
Yeah.
Oh, harder than that. Minus
But I would
5,000.
make Griffin the favorite who would have a baby first because he might have one out there already. We just don't know.
Yeah, but you'd have to put the asterisk on
I'm
this.
minus on that one.
Past babies,
Yep.
past babies don't count. So it's like only from here on out. Who's the next one to have a baby? Then maybe
God.
Nick has a chance.
What are we talking about here?
Hey, the odds would be if Nick gets married 2 times before Griffin does once, because Griffin might be like lifetime bachelor. Lifetime bachelor.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's what it's come to, Craig. I lay in bed alone at night and I'm thinking to myself, damn, man, I may be like this forever. There's nothing wrong with it. We got a lineup, we hit the numbers, we're good. But damn.
Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
See, back in the day, Ralph, they called this thing called the little black book for you boys. It would be a little thing that guys would put all the phone numbers in because there wasn't such thing as cell phones. They keep it in their back pocket. But, now you just got it on your phone. It's just like Griffin he does like the Russian roulette. He does with his phone.
Which one are we going with?
Slings it down, and then he's like, dink!
He has them named Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
What is it? It's my Wednesday girl today? All right, we're done.
All right. So that's what we have for today. Don't forget, if you haven't done so, make sure you go over to docsports.com/free60. That will get you a $60 complimentary account. Nothing to do other than just to sign up and like you would for any account. It comes with a profit guarantee, just like you're spending cash. So if something happens, God forbid, somebody's 7 or 8 unit loses, you actually get the next day's play included. So that way, until you show profit. So make sure you get on that docsports.com/free60. That'll get you there. It's $30 per day per sport. I got a 7 unit tonight in the NBA. Griffin, did you say you had who had the other one? Oh, no, it was Ralph. Ralph has the soccer. I don't even know what league this is. Something MX. Liga MX. And it's at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock on Eastern Standard Time. Is that right?
Yes.
So there you go. Hey, don't be chasing the NBA late. Go ahead and get in on Ralph's late soccer pick. All right, guys, that's what we have for today. Don't forget, if you haven't done so, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Come Monday, we've got an exciting new video creator that's coming on board with us. It's going to take us, I think, to the next levels. Provide some fun, lighthearted, winners. That's what we do here at Docs Daily. He's just more of the same. So make sure you stay tuned. The luchador mask will be his alter ego for the Mexican.
I have to pop in on Monday now.
Yeah, we have like the what was that show? Oh, you guys don't know because you weren't born. But the Brady Bunch, where it's like
Brady Bunch.
9 things. We bring in all the cappers, and it's
Look
like
at Griffin
everybody
looks confused right now. What the heck's a Brady Bunch?
No, I know the Brady Bunch. I know the Brady Bunch.
So big announcement though come Monday. So make sure you join in. All right, guys, have a great day. Thanks for joining me, you three. We'll see you again. Hope all your bets are winning ones.